Hello everyone, welcome back once again to Helldivers 2. As I'm sure many of you are aware, we recently lost a few of Liberty's best to a spaghettification incident involving dark fluid of illuminate origin, if reports are to be believed. And what's the best way to honor those fallen heroes, you ask? We spread some sweet, sweet liberty, one bullet at a time. Let's play Helldivers. We're going to take that dark fluid to Meridia per a new major order. That's right, we've got a new mission type, Deploy Dark Fluid. This was our first attempt at Helldive, and if I recall correctly, it was only our 4th or 5th run overall. We put some time in trying to figure out why the mission objectives don't track properly on the post-mission screen, but even after scouring the map, we couldn't find anything. So it looks like there are still a few kinks to work out. That being said, the mission is still a nice change of pace, so let's get into it. Deploy Dark Fluid is similar in premise to the Terminated Control System missions. This time around, we have to call in a backpack containing the dark fluid and take it to 3 specific locations where we have to call in a drill to bore the fluid down into the planet. Terminated Control System strategies are going to come in handy here. Go light on anything explosive as it can destroy the drills. Stun grenades to stun lock enemies as they swarm the drill have proven highly effective. And there's minimal point in Scout Armor's diminished detection as you're going to have aggro for the whole mission. So bring something tanky. We've had a lot of success with just extra grenades or extra stims, one of the two. We've also had better success landing outside the objective area. It gives us time to call in our support gear before the aggro is actually happening. Happy side note, the Dark Fluid backpack doubles as a jump pack. And this one has a bit more zing to it than our normal jump pack, so hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Depending on how far out you land, the stratagem to call in the backpack may not be immediately available, but once you move in just a bit, it should pop. It usually shows up pretty far out from the main area. Once someone has the Dark Fluid backpack, the 3 drill sites will pop on the radar. Keep an eye on your surroundings as you head in. There are pits everywhere, and they're instant death if you fall in. And with the spore fog, even though it's minimal, they can be hard to spot.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
Ideally, you don't want any turrets to have line of sight on the drill, especially the autocannon. If the drill gets swarmed, your sentries will tear it apart as they try to mow down the enemies around it. You'll see a misplaced autocannon do exactly that later.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling down objective equipment. Calling down a sentry.
Deploying sentry.
Requesting sentry. Requesting sentry. Requesting objective equipment. Calling down a support weapon. Requesting sentry. Heavy. Going. Close. Requesting orbital strike. Heavy. Online position. Blood injury. I'm out. Requesting orbital strike.
Drill's almost done. Rather than trying to kill these enemies and risk hitting it by accident, we're just going to stun lock them until the objective is complete.
Throwing supply beacon.
Since we finished the first drill before our sentries have repopped, we're going to get some distance to lose aggro and wait out the refresh timers so we can set up our perimeter again.
Coming in south, 100 meters.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry. Calling down a sentry.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling down a sentry. Calling down a sentry.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Requesting sentry. Reinforcing. Get some. Get some.
Just like the Terminator Control System missions, if your objective site gets overrun, don't try and salvage it. Just head to the next location if there's one available, or retreat to a far out location on the other end of the map, clear aggro, let your refreshes happen, and then head back in and set up again.
Tagging map. South, 100 meters. Calling in orbital strike. Sending in an eagle.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling down supplies. Calling down objective equipment. Requesting objective equipment.
There are what look like spore shrooms all over the map, but near as we can tell, the only reason to kill them is to stop turrets from dumping ammo into them. Now, this here was a mistake. We weren't set up yet, and we rushed the trigger, and in another minute, that's going to cost us.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Calling in reinforcements. Heavy. North. On my position. I'm out. Calling in orbital strike.
Requesting sentry. Calling down a sentry.
Calling down a support weapon.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Helldiver, reporting to the front. Dropping a pin, southwest, 50 meters. Calling down a sentry. Calling down objective equipment. Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
Requesting sentry.
Our plan, since we just lost the southeast location, was to return to the northern drill spot. But you may notice the drill stratagem is no longer available. This is because I'm in the wrong location. This objective icon marks the general area for the mission, but has no actual function. It's not a drill site. And the marker for the northern drill site is nowhere to be seen. It's either because we started the southeast location and we have to finish it before the other site pops, or it's a possible bug. Either way, it looks like we're committed to the southeast drill site for now.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Requesting objective equipment. Requesting sentry. Helldive. Calling down a support weapon. Requesting sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry. Duex, requesting backpack. Calling down a sentry. Calling down objective equipment. Come out. You will never destroy our way of life. You will never destroy our way of life. Heavy, north. On my position. How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Anyone else wondering what sorcery just hit me? So was I. We had several instances of damage from nothing. Bile Titans that died on spawn for no reason, wild damage out of nowhere just like this, and multiple instances of instant death just from picking up the dark fluid backpack after calling.
Never mind. Fly. Dropping a pin. Northwest. 100 meters. Activating. Jump back. Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Requesting objective equipment.
Reporting to the front. Requesting sentry.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting sentry.
That there is why autocannons can't have line of sight on the drill. So watch those placements. Someone landed one up on the top ledge there and it just cost us.
Calling down objective equipment.
Keep in mind, because it threw me for a loop right here, as I mentioned, the drill locations don't pop until someone has the dark fluid backpack. But even after that, the drill stratagem won't be visible if someone on the team isn't wearing the backpack. So you're going to want to keep someone with it at all times. And as you'll see me do, I run with it through the whole mission. As soon as I pop one into the drill, I grab another one just because I want the jump pack. So it's a good idea just to have multiple people using it to make sure that that drill stratagem is always available.
Calling down a sentry. Mag's empty.
Yay! We did it! And now the real fun begins. Once you finish the main objectives, more shriekers than you ever thought you'd see come streaming out of those many, many pits of death all over the map. And there's nothing to do but survive them because there are no nests to destroy. They just keep coming, along with everything else, until you board the evac shuttle. So it's a very good idea to have somebody already on the extraction point prior to completing the last drill site, and the hope is you'll be able to trigger extraction before the terminal gets swarmed. As Dragon Ruse and I can attest, when we were still trying to figure out what was going on with the objectives, we were screwing around just on a difficulty level 4, and there were so many shriekers that we couldn't clear them fast enough to even trigger extraction. It took 10 reinforcements and almost 10 minutes to call the shuttle. And by the end, we died at the terminal so many times you could barely access it through all the dropped weapons. So as I said, it seems like the mission type still needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Reloading.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Mag's empty. I'm out.
Here's what I'm talking about with the objective tracking. We did everything, but it says we didn't. And as I mentioned, I've spent some time running all over the map looking for hitting objective sites and found nothing. But who cares? We don't do this for the experience or monetary rewards. This is about liberty, damn it. In either case, that's our first dark fluid delivery Helldive in the bag. Hopefully, if you haven't tried it yet, you now have a good idea of what you're up against, or how to approach it if you've been having trouble with it, or even what not to do, because this was hardly a perfect run. On that note, if you have a suggestion or strategy or have information about the objective tracking issue, toss it in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed our somewhat organized chaos, and as always, thanks for watching.